It was, but
Yeah.
it's acceptable. It's the first game of the day. I'll let you off. We've got some exciting Counter-Strike to come in this BO3. I'm convinced of it. And knowing the style of how TNL like to play, we will get going. They're my favourite Tier 2 project of the year, without a shadow of a doubt. And there's some great talent, especially with the likes of Ken and Dowie. Or Davu, apparently, as Onyx calls him. Maybe that's a pet name. Maybe that's the official pronunciation. Who knows? Nikodos will start off the game, and it's an even trades back and forth to start off the game. Flyrax actually almost catches one of the rotations through Murder Hole back towards CT. And Aristos still being in Palace could be a big factor. Quizen's kind of hearing everything that's going on right now, though. They know they're off towards short.
Yeah, bomb plant might come in. Thing is, both those T's are going to take a little bit of time. Onyx will most likely have to hold on. Get at least one. There goes the first headshot onto Quizen. Rotations here, though, and Adam B levels things up. The bomb will go down, but the CTs are quite close.
Great shot from Ken. Woo! And another one as well. The P250 will start off the game for Ken.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale. Be smart like the terrorist.
Right? Experiment a little bit with stuff, whereas with TNL, there seems to be a set idea in the majority of the time. Time to see what will happen in the first buy round, though. Karn is already putting a lot of pressure onto that B-bomb side, but this is just the ruse. The bomb is making its way up Palace.
And he's actually able to find an entry, Ken. Really frustrating for Spook to go down, but the A play was the original plan that was coming in, and it got deleted. Flyrax in mid will be able to trade out Quizen, actually taking Nikodos as well. That's a bit of extra damage that OG didn't need to take.
We're still going to have the AKs going into the next one. Good hold to the bomb side from the side of OG. That's going to be 2 surviving. Not ideal, but still quite important for them to get an early foot into the door. We were kind of having that conversation before the start of the map as well, right? What is the map that OG go and veto out, right? They've been removing those two quite a lot lately, but you're going into a game against a team like TNL. It's, you can go and check them out. Or check
mentioned that OG lost against Ruby, by the way. I had a chance to watch that game. Ruby are relatively irrelevant, I feel like, in Tier 2, but just to note that they do have very good Mirage players.
Sure.
Historically, have put some great work in on that map and beaten some big teams, so wouldn't give OG too much hurt for losing that one. Adam B. Going to try and retake here. TNL are taking the A-bomb site, but now they're 3v5. Davu caught.
It's an issue.
3. And now they have to win their duels, and none of the duels are actually coming through. OG are cleaning up this retake, and Flyrax wanted to go for the full rotation round mid to maybe catch them going for a defuse unexpectedly, but yeah, it's no chance at all. They will get that defuse in right now. It's a 10-seconder. Duels, and none of the duels are actually coming through. OG are cleaning up this retake, and Flyrax wanted to go for the full rotation round mid to maybe catch them going for a defuse unexpectedly, but yeah, it's no chance at all. They will get that defuse in right now. Davu down to 34 HP. There's more where that came from as well. Now Ken will catch some more damage. Wait, there's another one. Goodness gracious. All the HEs being used in middle. Spook will go aggressive, and then Quizen tries to clear out lower. They know that was a possibility, and we're hoping that good damage was done by those HEs. They'd be correct. It's another 5v3 for OG. And
they're so ready for the A hit as well. Adam B already in towards ticket booth. Nikodos jiggling from jungle, and he's still got Quizen in towards connector. OG are so ready for this.
Should be no way in. You've got barely any utility left if you're TNL. Just going to win dry duels, and Adam B will not let them do any of that madness. Life is 1v5, it would be total, and he only gets the 1. Quizen will trade. Good start to the game for OG. That well-oiled machine for OG, trust me though, I've seen many a glitch. And it's against rounds like these. I watched OG lose against a full eco against Ruby the other day. And I'll tell you what, it was one of the worst rounds of Counter-Strike I think I maybe ever seen. Ken, this is not a bad round of Counter-Strike. He's probably not going to win this 1v2, but he's giving himself a chance. Spook taking the duel. Maybe I should give him more credit. Ken has got 3 kills. Just as good as Davi on his day. He's going to switch to that AWP as well to maybe make it possible. And now he knows where he's being shot from. Aristos has revealed his position, and he gets away into CT with 7 HP. Damn.
He's hurt him.
Can he cut him off? Surely, you'd think he'd be able to, but Ken's keeping a close eye on it. Aristos is waiting, and Ken had his chance. What an attempt. But it's a huge headshot from the Portuguese.
Yeah, that's what you need him for. Arisdol's keeping his cool in a really chaotic situation.
People forget, when you've been on a team for like a couple of years, and you feel like you're almost a vet in a way. I know it's not been that long for Quizzen yet, but you just forget how young some of these players actually are. It's like, Mongols are criticized for not getting their mental right in these big arena events, right? But they're still a baby. That team's still a baby, pretty much. So they've got a long way to go in their careers, for sure.
Seem to be expecting that A split.
Oh, that's a great catch. Ken and Onyx pounce toward Quizzen. They've got a 5v3 now. The third round, and Adam B completely naded out of the ticket box position. Spook may get one, but Flyrax is clean with it. It's all down to Arisdos. He has a little bit of a peeking con, and it's another headshot. That is what TNL are all about, bursting their way in with aggression.
Mid-aggression early on from the side of OG, but quickly disengaging. It feels like that was just a move to show TNL that they will need to take their time, and OG are actually rotating everyone in. They seem to be ready for a beat play. Look at that. There's so much commotion in towards kitchen. Oper has arrived. Yuto coming in. They're not ready for sure, though. No one's looking, but Spook is still able to get away with a double.
That's incredibly impressive when he was probably should have been overrun. Ken tries to leap his way out, and Spook is clotheslined him on that angle as well. No progress for TNL in this one. Davi's going to get caught from behind. Quizzen will get his second of the round, and in the right place more often than not.
The key thing here to focus on is the fact that, and this is why we're saying that it is really interesting to see the thought process of some of the in-game leaders. The moment that this A split works out for TNL, they just switch things up completely with a B split the other round, but trying to make it look similar. OG were one step ahead. That shows a good level of preparation.
It does.
Of course, they still have a little bit of time, but it feels like they're a lot more engaged into trying to find a response as of right now.
Spooking toward ladder in a great position. Gun barrel
No one's
spots it. He realizes he's got a gap, and he will take advantage of that gap. Quizzen may have gone down, and actually Nico will get caught as well. Spook needs to win this duel on that headshot angle on bench, and Davy will get away with it. That's big. Now Adam B stuck in sandwich. Not known about, I don't think, just yet, but Aristos will get found as he goes looking in toward Murder Hole. It's called that for a reason. Ken will get that frag, and Adam B is forced to budge. Bomb can be retrieved. It's still got 35 seconds to maneuver to a bomb site. So I think Ken's in the right position to deal with all of this, and there we go. Ken looking great early doors here. If you don't, you're a bad fan of OG. I'm kidding.
Wow.
6-5 for this team, and now we'll have to see how they can hold on and maybe get a lead on the half. Flash off the corner of the wall, but it's a bit of a ruse coming in right now as we're walking through the smoke. But if we go through the smoke, we have to deal with Arisdos, and he gets two, by the way.
Yeah, he got the one behind.
The first one being an accident, I would say, but still able to find that double kill, and it keeps OG in this one. Duel being won by Ken, though, again. Ken is just so damn good. Did that duo with Dowie. If it's not Dowie, it's often Ken, and sometimes it's both of them. Ken will go down eventually, though, to Spook. 48 and 34 HP on Spook and Nico Dawes for this 2v2 retake.
They're still looking. Look at that reposition coming out of Knife. They're still looking for him coming in somewhere from the back lines, and this could overcomplicate stuff, but Nico Dawes with a nice shot to start it off. Knife now in a 1v2 clutch, but there's no kit for the CTs.
Yeah, nothing dropped on the site either. And Knife will be able to hear them pushing toward that site. Smoke will be down. He manages to avoid Nico. That means he has a chance to kill Spook, and there we go. That's round done and half done. He's going to get the kill on Nico to boot as well. Great round to finish it off. Still got a smoke and a flash on Nico. Could be a double pump as such.
Didn't see the other players.
Smoke fading on jungle right now. And on it gets completely spooked.
Yeah,
Open
caught a bit
pick.
of timing.
And Flyrax playing next to the smoking con. He needs probably some help from Navi here to hit these shots, and he's going to fall back and play a different angle, knowing he could get run down, but he's getting pinched from the apartments, and Ken couldn't help. All the shots are being missed. The TNL in his pistol, and OG will manage to take advantage of that.
For the CT side, that would make it a little bit stronger. There goes one. Refrag is instantaneous coming out of Nikodos, and that will be the pistol round confirmed now for OG. Back into the lead, 7-6 in their favor.
This is pretty much the perfect timing because they were watching this for a while. Now they're not. 3 players in apartments. What can Knife do with this? Surely you'd think one of the OG players might turn around at some point, but he commits to the spray straight up. Fair play. He gets 1.5. And Onyx been able to remove Adam B as well. Maybe this is the round that TNL will be able to find. The OG shouldn't let go. Arizos tagged down to 19. Prison dancing around the site, trying to make something happen. He's going to peek with Spook. And it's working out, actually. Back into a 3v3, but Davy goes aggressive and finds 2 headshots with that SMG. That's big. And Spook has to find 3 kills with 20 seconds. That's 1. And he's still got those 20 seconds, trying to make something happen. He's going to peek with Spook. And it's working out, actually. Back into a 3v3, but Davy goes aggressive and finds 2 headshots with that SMG. That's big. And Spook has to find 3 kills with 20 seconds. That's 1. And he's still got those 20 seconds, but not many bullets left and not much health left. It'll be Davy with that picked up AK. And that's a big eco win. Well, I suppose you could say saved eco win.
Fairly rapid split in towards that A-bomb side. Look at Adam B already looking to make his way out of the round.
And being very aggressive. And oh my words, they've actually won their 2 duels. Spook found Ken. Harry was able to get away with his 1. But Flyraxi probably gets pinned in the corner in jungle. And yeah, there's no way out of that for now. Spook knows there's 2 rotations coming from short. Nico has gone down to Onyx, but he's able to find that quick kill in response. Onyx looking for more. Does manage to, I guess you could say, scrappily find Adam B. But now we're in a very similar, very even situation with Spook low, Onyx low. Onyx does have that 1 kit. But this retake will be tough. Spook only has the 1 HE left. And there is a smoke available to use that kit with Onyx. An early tap on the bomb to try and force Arazdos out into the open. And he will commit to a spray. Taking a lot of damage here is Arazdos. But he will team up with Spook. And this nade could be pretty critical in the end. Flyrax is not close to it. He's forced away. And OG have battled their way through to a 9th.
Up to 15 kills for him as well. Karn has slowed things down a little bit, and TNL take a massive hit. Still enough money to go for an investment, but you need to convert this one.
Ken's going for his duel. Good pre-aim. Oh my word, he's managed to find another with alongside Dari. That's crazy. There's 2 players you don't want to go into when they go and take ramps like that. It would be Ken and Dari. Davu looking good to try and recover that KD of his. Back to 10-10 now.
They can't go away. I mean, thankfully for OG, TNL don't know this. They don't have anyone aggressing around the map, but OG right now are just contained. If they were to go back, there could be a CT side player pretty much everywhere, so they just need to wait out for those palace and ram smokes and re-aggressing towards the A-bomb side. Do TNL read into this?
Even though it's only a 4v3, I do feel like TNL are set up for every eventuality. I think if they went back to mid and went short to B, that could be an issue. But it could still be seen by Flyrax. Onyx default with the 5-7. Ken might get moved out from under. He does feel like he needs to shift a little bit. He's... Oh yeah, there we go. That Molotov does spill down toward the under position. He's getting peppered by utility. Still alive here. He'll be very happy that Davi's managed to get 1 to help him. But Nico, in the end, did burn him out, and Arazdos won his duel. Just like that, A-bomb site clear, and Flyrax was focused on toward B, as we said. One will be planted on default in good time.
10 rounds on the board for OG, and man, Arazdos has been incredibly reliable, by the way. I know that was one of the more interesting conversations going into this game and leading into everything. He hasn't really played too many maps, as we said, 24 days.
Especially with their new signing, Kumau, which we'll see later. First time I will have watched him. Only he's got something about him.
Man,
Chris able to catch Ken there.
Ken is having such a tough time in towards that connector area against Chrism, by the way. It feels like every single time there's a bottom connector smoke, Chrism is just waiting to catch the timing and get that kill on him.
Setup is okay. 25 seconds. Knife is on that angle, but there you go. There goes the rifler, and Flyrax has missed his opening shot. Make that a second as well. He should get caught here. The Molotov's going to burn him out of the round. He tries his best to get one connected shot before he dies to the fire, but not allowed to. Nico will get the bomb planted, just about actually. They were planting in the open and didn't have a CT watcher, so it gives Onic a chance in a clutch. It would be a 1v2, and Adam B chooses to fight through the Molotov and just says, look. Yep, Ken's going to be able to hear it. We're going fast B. Now he needs to be on point, and he gets his one. And thankfully, he's got Onyx support, and that's a beautiful pre-fire from Davi, actually, to be able to get two. Ken knows exactly what's going on. He tries to flank up, but doesn't get the kill. Crizzen gets away with it. Thankfully, Onyx on the site still. And Flyrax did find one in the meantime. Looking to try and push for more, though, and Nico lurking in mid does get his frag. So Crizzen can herd the bomb all the way back to T-spawn and choose to go elsewhere.
Look at how quickly Knife has moved back in towards the A-bomb side, though. Is Crizzen ready for this?
I think Knife should be able to find him, but hang on. He's not aware of ramp so soon. What a clean shot for Crizzen. Molotov might do something, but we saw how it didn't do anything in the previous round. And Adam B just wandered straight through it. And the kit, lack of kit, should surely mean it's an issue. There's a Molotov on the bomb. OG are just confirming everything, making doubly sure, making triply sure. And it's an absolutely brilliant mirage from them. Onic might get all the kills, but we know what's happening here. Boom! OG, 13-7.
Yeah, what a statement that is from OG. First official just less than an hour after announcing that Arosdos is here to stay and OG are here to stay as well. That streak of consecutive BO3s and Events 1 is keeping it going. Map 1.
Yeah, that's pretty goofy. Why would you? That is true. I mean, he's only a kid. Anyway, Onyx on ramp, and he's delivering with those dualies.
Yeah, pistol round. Already starting, as we said. T-side starts on Nuke have been looking a little bit better lately, and OG are bringing in a pretty interesting one. Going up ladder in towards heaven and potentially the A-bomb side, but they still have a lot of time to work with. Look at Arosdos making his way through for Mini.
Oh my word. Okay, well, Adam B's been put on notice, that's for sure. Dink down to 4 HP with those dualies, and I think that's one of the things that TNL are quite good at, right? There might be a young team. I do think they're also a team that doesn't get in their own head too much, and they can bounce back. I'm not saying they're going to win this map off the pistol, of course I'm not. But I do think they're good at rebounding with their own personal moods, especially as I kind of mentioned it right at the beginning of map 1. I said, look, they're on boot camp. It makes them feel good. Even if things go wrong, they bounce back. They do it. They deal with it together.
We start becoming enemies slowly but surely, but this is double elimination bracket. We've got the GSL, so even if you end up losing here, you're still going to get a second chance to potentially grab a spot for that StarLadder event in Budapest next month.
And that usually on Nuke is lobby control. It's your one place you can go back into, try and at least gain some intel. Arosdos does have an inkling about what's going on here. Knowing that there's at least one, maybe it pushed in toward that lobby position, and Adam B does take Ken. Davi was in there as well. Arosdos has actually managed to creep down. I think he knows that Davi's directly below him. He's got support from Nico Dollars, but he doesn't even need it. This is a very well thought out round from OG.
It's great communication. It's really good communication. Everyone's on the same page, and Spook is even going to make sure that Onyx doesn't hold on to his rifle. There's one more player in towards Secret as of right now. It's going to be Knife. The one man left on the FAMAS. Spotted out. Going to try his absolute damnness to hold on to that rifle, but Adam B's already in here. I think he's realized he doesn't want to give away an AK-47. Might as well hightail it and go back. And Crizzen will confirm the kill. So it's a nice clean mop-off for OG to start it off. But as you pointed out, it was so clear how...
It's just still, very well thought out. And it's those sort of rounds, which is why Crizzen is so highly rated. How to get started in a map, especially T-side when it's the unfavoured side. As Neverwalk said, he likes dictating the pace. I'm sure many IGLs do follow suit on that. We are maneuvering around the map a little bit in terms of like the utility now. Top part mollied. We've got Davi trying to make a play through that main smoke, but it doesn't work out. Ken doubles down though. That is a great way to recover into a 3v3. They needed it as well. Spook has crept in toward Mini though, behind this smoke. Ken on top of Hart. Onyx is there in support. There's a heron rotator in as well, but it's a great catch. Getting one from that is good considering Ken was doing damage. Arosdos will dive down the vents with that bomb. It leaves Nico to wait for that rotation and that frag. He grabs it. Now, Onyx needs his trade. He won't be allowed to take it. What was that from Nico?
It's disgusting. I mean, look at the guy in the background as well.
It's not my personal choice, that's for sure.
No, I don't think it's
I have quite
anyone's personal choice if they're in their right mind.
No. I do have like a small like dot/square dot crosshair. I prefer something. Calls in. Maybe that's the pronunciation in his native language or a
we
pet
can
name.
start a movement. Let's just start calling him Davu.
Davu.
Sounds a little bit devilish.
I know that thanks to Mr. King T. Shout out. Ken will hold on toward the B-bomb site. Krisen and Spook try and push through single door, and they won't be allowed. This is a good round for TNL to bounce back a little bit here. Knife will hold on. Adam B won't get any progress there. And Nico Doz is stuck.
Throw the AWP out.
I was going to say, it looks like he was considering about throwing...
Oh my god.
Looks like he was considering throwing that AWP out the map. He'll do exactly that. Then watches the HE miserably fail. Getting one more kill is quite funny. And honestly, fair enough to him for grabbing that. But no ability to grab the AWP. You can't control everyone else's emotions. You can try. Usually it's in vain. Faster play perhaps here. Look at the dump of utility in toward Mini here. For OG, it's a bit awkward for TNL going for that push in toward lobby, but they get away with some team damage and 2 kills.
That's weird. Adam needs to try and find something in towards that A-bomb side, and there goes the first kill. Spook can get ahead of the smoke. Dawu is really low on HP. You just need 1 pixel. Spot it out. OG are trying their best to bring this one back, but Karn will make sure it doesn't go down to it. That leaves Arrows those in a 1v3 clutch. Bomb dropped in towards the lobby still. It feels like from here on out, the name of the game is just maximum damage.
It's a nice kill.
Maybe a round as well.
Actually, fake flashes with the HE of all things. Haven't seen that one before. Appreciate the effort. Problem is, the bomb is not in his favor or his control.
Good news is they've left
Given it up.
Yeah, they've given him a lot of space to work with, and the thing is, you usually do that when there isn't a lot of time on the clock, but I guess in a 2v1, especially with Onyx being in towards the rafters right now, you don't really want to give away your position by dropping down, so they are forced to do that with Aristos getting a lot of time to work with. They're both here.
Oh, he's cleared him, but he's not going to expect Ken. It's a shame. It's a great clutch attempt from Aristos, but having both on A is a surprise. HE, a little bit early. The flash is okay, but I think it's going to still work out for a couple of kills for Knifey because he's got a very low Adam B to fight. Spook and Krisen, 2 Deagles, 2v3. Spook is getting in toward Hell to a pretty decent position.
I'm not sure they realize. I mean, they know there could be a timing right now, but Krisen's taking the attention away. No one's looking at heaven. Oh, actually,
No, I think we've got an inkling now.
Oh
Doesn't
God.
matter. Shot from Spook, and now Knife's in a very awkward position. He has to choose to fight one of these 2 Deagles.
He's low.
How does he get away from this? AK's been found for Krisen. Now Onyx has to flank the flanker. He'll manage it, but it's a 1v1. Krisen, no arm. Oh, he's actually got armor. I tell a lie, but he's got the bomb too. He can just afford
Is he going B?
to fall back and
Look at
go
Onyx.
down the vent. But Onyx is reading it.
He's ahead of the play.
It's not gonna be ahead of the play. I think the bomb will
Oh,
still
no.
go down fine. But we are gonna try and win this one out.
When does he realize?
Now is apparently the time. 1v1 still. Krisen, where does he position himself? On B. That is the question. You can see he's kind of still tucked in the corner. We'll get ourselves down there in a minute, don't you worry. Onyx, can he deal with it? No, he can't. It's a big win for Krisen and a big win for OG.
Guessing maybe actually a main waterfall. Yeah, the wall of smokes is coming in now.
Behind that smoke is Ken, and he's going to get both from that. Quite often you only get 1 for 1. But that's a great hold. Spook has got that AK. And the Macton and Aristos again, I mean, they're just finding these picks across the map, OG, that is making it very annoying for TNL.
And look at the way he disengages instantaneously, by the way. Aristos getting the kill. He's not risking getting refrags straight up the ladder, just controlling the pushes from the CT side. And The only issue with this is that he doesn't really know that he's getting chased down, but he's escaped for now.
Spook has found knife.
You should be ready for
Prison
one
still
more.
in rafters. It should be a bit of a freebie as well. And yes, he does look back, but crazy that Arazos is able to do that on such low HP. And that's just a really nice round from OG because it looks like that's just a nothing round in terms of how they recover that. But it's the pause and the maneuverability around the map, just shifting around, making themselves unpredictable. And it wasn't easy, but you know, it was all calculated.
You know what it feels like?
He hears everything that's going on, and Vent is not being checked. Spook might not look the right way, but he looks both ways, to be fair. Very smart usage there of the angle and knife. He is, I was going to say, very surprising. He's still alive. He'll go down. Crizzen, in the end, gets both those 2 kills. And with Flyrax missing his shot, TNL are having to fall away. Won't even be allowed to fall away. The round is over at the click of a finger. OG turn up the pace, surprisingly, with very little outside utility.
They had a little bit more util went towards A back then, though, and I mean, look at him switch it up again. Now they're going out A. This time, again, a little bit quicker.
Onyx looking for the response. He needs it. He doesn't know that Crizzen is still behind the angle. Ken's going to try now come and support, but the thing is, like, the bomb has crossed already. OG are just doing their, I guess you could say, smart move of just pausing, and Spook is going to catch Onyx looking for the pick. Oh, dear.
Usually, this is one of the things that differentiates Tier 1 from Tier 2 teams, by the way. Those pauses, the capability, I guess, of taking a lot of space, getting some kills, and then pausing, waiting for the CTs to walk.
But his in-game led this organization to probably its best successes in Counter-Strike, so they are looking great because of that. What? Arazos?
No!
He just full aced them! What was that? The new signing for OG has popped off in an unbelievable manner.
I really hope that salary number is high. I really hope so. He deserves every single dime of that new contract. Look at this. This is beautiful out of Arazos. He didn't even realize how he got all those kills. This is why you want that Portuguese Terminator. That's a tricky round.
Oh, that's annoying.
That's risky. They could lose this.
I think they probably have already, honestly. There's one kit on Adam B. That's the one thing I'm hopeful for. And actually, Knife going for more, that could be the turning point. Davy will at least manage to pick up the M4 and does the right thing to make sure he aggresses for it, to reface that angle. You've got to go aggressive in this sort of situation, and I think that aggression is going to be enough. You've got to lose to win.
Absolutely.
Not many people come in and just win straight up. Knife will deal with Arazos' aggression. He realizes that it could be more where that came from. It's a good molly towards Spook. It will force him forward. It should force him into his death. Somehow he's managed to get the AK Spook. Pick up a molly as well. That actually will keep Knife at bay. He's spreading a lot here. He's forced forward. At least we'll take one more with him. I'm very surprised he didn't fall back off of that.
That's weird. This is getting a little bit scrappy. You could also still post it with Diop. Should get isolated by the util, but Adam is still in a prime position.
Oh, he's managed to get one is fine.
Sometimes you're in a position where beggars can't be choosers, right? And it's all about winning the round. It doesn't really matter how you win it. It's all about putting it on the board. And TNL losing one more.
You know, using the armrest of your chair kind of guy and having your wrist and a hand on the mouse pad. Sweaty forearms can happen when we're playing in some hot weather.
They're really contained,
like Nuke,
aren't they? I mean, there's two OG players down B. Nikudos is just holding. He just needs to make sure he doesn't give hell away. That's a good reaction. Refrag comes in, though, and now the avenue towards the A-bomb side has opened up.
To be fair, getting that one is pretty crazy. And then Spook goes searching, goes looking toward hell. Actually kind of ignores outside in its entirety, and that will be his demise off the back of that. Adam B is holding, though. He's got two very clean headshots. Just like that, the A site being somewhat open is denied by OG. Crizzen in the right position.
On those kills, Adam B and playing his life proficiently as well. This round might be the money breaker here for the T's, and They're picking up the pace right here, right now. Dawu getting a double, make it a triple, and he's gone absolutely nuclear when they need him the most.
Beautifully done. Arazos trying to respond now. Hasn't seen CT then, and that will mean he will drop. If he gets that kill, that 2v2 was on. But that's the first big moment of the game we've seen for Davu. Oh, good mate. Nico will get caught as well from behind by Flyrax. So probably the most explosive round we've seen from TNL in the whole BO3 so far, and it works out.
You know what? I'm going to be a glass half full type of person today. I'll say it's all because of Martinez joining Iberian. So I'm going to be Spanish today. Let's see. Spook, not Spanish, not English, but Swedish and incredibly dangerous and armed. Spook with a lovely double down secret. The door is shut. OG holding on to their lead barely, but with a really impressive one. Unless Flyrax and Onyx could bring back a 2v5. But how do you really bring back a round like this one? You probably don't.
And just when he looks for the pick toward heaven, that's when Nico comes back from hell. Ramp into hell. So just when TNL get close, OG pull away again. Keeping them at hand's length. Maybe not arm's length, but at least some kind of distance.
A finger.
And it's a great hold. OG will be very aware a player has dropped down. Arazos could get caught on toward ramp. It's a good flash, but he's got support here. He's going to choose to go through the Molotov, and he's full blind for that second spray down. He manages to find Onyx as well. Nico just able to get back away. He's going to retain the man advantage, make sure he doesn't give up his life.
Look at this.
It's dangerous for a second. And Krizen is waiting for Knife in the vents. They knew he was there for so long. Krizen got into position, and he'll deny that area.
We just step ahead. Retake coming in. A 2v4. Karna and Flyrax need something special.
There's one, but unfortunately the A4 is out of bullets, so he has to go for a reload, but they sort of swap the role in towards single door. Flyrax tries to go for his kill. Ken tries to force the issue. He kind of had no choice but to do so.
They themselves are making sure that we're going to be watching only 2 best-of-3s today, obviously. As we pointed out, the winner's match was going to be rescheduled. TNL trying to close out the distance. Spook opens things up. There goes Nikudos. And this feels like it's going to be all she wrote, Trav.
Knife trying something special. He has managed to deal with Nico, but he's got to find the trace of the AWP toward heaven. And the timing is annoying. He knew exactly what to do, but he tries to do damage to Arazos with utility rather than with that AWP. The Mac 10 can't convert. It's now very awkward. Going to fly up vents. Molotovs are being missed. He's in his own Molotov. Oh, it's painful. Ken needs to win this duel toward the B side, and he will at least manage that. Spook is looking toward the right side. And they're going to break the glass. Maybe give himself a chance to hold that with a bit of a better option with the AWP, because sometimes you can't get the full kill with the AWP through the glass. Flyrax will grab that. And Ken might have to do it all on the site itself, though. Toward double door, Arazos, Adam B, and Krizen all coming toward him. Shadow advantage on one, doesn't get the second. It's down to Flyrax on the AWP, his preferred weapon, to save this BO3. Smoke is good. Allows him space to peek forward, but Adam B will get caught. Kit available for Krizen, but it's not going to happen. Flyrax keeps TNL alive, and that could give TNL a chance at OT.
Good resilience being shown out of the T's. All right, TNL. We're watching.
But then straight away, Nico just doubles down. Ken thinks he's got a quick trade, and Nico's just going to keep a sightline on the bomb, by the way. It's right in front of him. They need to use utility to push him off this line, but he's got rifler support as well. The smoke will finally do something to give them a bit of space. But Adam B will get his one kill, at least traded by Onyx. But surely, as you say, not another 5v3. Flyrax is coming out, by the way, but Nico is just so ready. It's a crazy op-rad for Nico Dolls, and I think this one is a little bit beyond Onyx. But there's no real chance for Onyx to do anything similar here. Krizen CT vent. Nico is now on top hut of all places, and he's going to hit that shot. Big quad kill for Nico Dolls, and OG complete the 2-0. What a performance, and a very, very impressive streak for this team coming in right now.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale. Be smart like the terrorist.